Well, welcome in. Welcome to the bullpen. It's Joe, the bull guy. And as always, we got Jimbo. As you notice, we don't have Nicole here tonight. She had a family thing she's doing. And, we'll see her back on Monday. In lieu of Nicole, we got Big Hoss in the house.
That's all I got. That's all I got. It's 12:30 at night. You're expecting too much.
I am not expecting too much, so
I had
we
to get
stayed
up early
later
for
than
work.
this.
By early, I mean I slept in.
Bro, I didn't even go to bed yet. Okay. Like I'm fucking exhausted. I have yet to go to sleep since Tuesday. Jimbo, you look exhausted. You doing okay?
Yeah, very long week between getting the restaurants, I can't even say it, the restaurant situated, working, and then my own catering that I gotta get a bunch of stuff done tonight for in the morning. But
What do you got to make?
5 trays of ziti to drop off at 7:45 in the morning.
5 trays of ziti. How
Yeah.
big's your pasta pot? Don't tell me a normal size.
No, I can do probably 5 pounds of pasta at a time.
Let's fucking go. Okay, so we're talking hotel pans.
5 hotel pans I gotta do.
So we're looking at like
do like 2
three.
at a time.
So we're looking at 3 pounds or 3 pounds of ziti per pan. So we're looking at Jesus Christ, yeah, about 15 pounds of ziti. Okay. Well, if you keep a rolling boil and you scoop it out and you cook it a little al dente, you got a long time. So let's ziti this the fuck along, okay? Ladies and gentlemen, the chat, we love
ruined
it.
ZD for me.
The Sopranos ruined ziti for you? Hey, Cara.
Yeah, now every time someone brings up ZD, I'm like, no fucking ZD.
I mean, to be fair, though, if you think about it as a fully blooded Italian, second generation here, I can honestly say there was always ziti on the fucking table, regardless of what we could be eating pasta. There's ziti on the table. We're eating chicken parmesan. We have spaghetti and ziti. We have linguine with clam sauce. Ziti. Like it's the go-to comfort food for us fucking Italians. I'm just saying. Damn. Oh man, Cara, don't go after my man. That's my man. No, I'm just fucking around. I'm just playing. Anyway, some of you guys might know Big Hoss. He was on our show. I'm calling him Andy and Big Hoss, so just understand it's the same person. But we do comedy together. We do stand up, and we had a fucking amazing show on Wednesday at the Funny Farm in Ohio, and I can't wait to go the fuck back. I really can't. I thought that was fucking amazing.
Nice.
Oh yeah, it was cool. It was like a mini comedy club, like underneath a taco place.
Right, but it had like I would say at least 100 seats.
Oh wow.
I would say
there's like pretty decent seats in there too. I mean, small, intimate. Like I said, I think Louis C.K. was doing a show there
Monday. He's doing it on Monday there. The Funny Farm in Niles, Ohio. So if you want to see me and Big Hoss doing comedy and you live in the Ohio area or the Pennsylvania or West Virginia area, get your fucking ass out there. You know the deal. Click the fucking link and I'll tell you where to go. Let's go. And you could also, and I hate to do this, but I'm going to make him do it. Could you at least give us a little taste of your, your sleep app, your Calm app?
Oh man.
Listen to this, guys. You're in for a treat.
My nose has been running lately. I think it's the allergies, but I can try for it. Let's see how it goes. So, like, yeah, I'm trying to think how to get into this. But yeah, basically, I used to listen to the Calm app, had trouble sleeping, and my favorite story on there is Matthew McConaughey.
Yeah. Listen to this shit.
It's like it's the best one because he just starts telling like another story before he gets to the actual story. So he starts off and he's just like, I'm gonna read you a story about this little girl looking at the stars. You know, back in '95 I did this movie called Contact based on a book by Carl Sagan. Yeah, I'd fall asleep every time before I even get to the real story.
I want to know what the fucking story is at this point, but I'm afraid that if I download this app and put on fucking Matthew McConaughey and I don't hear all right, like I'm gonna be pissed. And if I can't fall asleep,
audio book of his like actual book, it's the best. I fell asleep to him talking about a family trying to kidnap him in Australia.
Shut the fuck up, really?
True story. Listen to it. It's awesome.
I guess I'm gonna have to listen to Matthew McConaughey's true story of how he almost got kidnapped in Australia. Holy shit!
You ever see Jimmy Carr's show? I think it's not Jimmy Carr's show. It's
Carson.
Carson Daly.
No, the Irish guy. But he has Michael Bublé on there, and he talks about how he listens to Matthew McConaughey's "Calm," and his wife says, "Michael, the man is talking again," because she's like Cuban. The man is talking to you again.
Red hair, Conan O'Brien.
Conan O'Brien.
No, he's from Ireland. It's a BBC.
Oh, Craig Ferguson.
Oh, Graham Norton.
No.
Graham Norton.
Yeah, Graham Norton. That's it.
Yeah.
Yep.
That dude
One
is
of us
like
was
the
bound to
best
get it.
like guest of all time.
Yeah.
I don't know. I like to
drink wine the whole time, and so they're like fired up like halfway through the show.
I don't know. I would beg to differ that Craig Ferguson had, and although he's Scottish, I thought he had a fucking amazing show. I loved that show. And
I
he
did
would
love
be
Craig
fucking
Ferguson.
wrecked.
That was one of my favorite shows.
Yeah, same.
I watch it on fucking repeat. I absolutely love it.
Yeah, you gotta watch the
it
four
was
appearances
intense
of
how
Robin
we could
Williams.
get all those women, and they would all get into like sexual innuendo, and it was like so funny. And he would just be like,
he'd be like, "Oh, so you want to have sex with me? Oh, okay, yeah, I'll do it." And they're all fucking hammered. And the best was he's like, "And you know, I can't get fired because you chose me for that." I was done. Every time he's like, "Fired me, go ahead."
Remember when they had Geoff the robot? He'd just go in your pants every time. You just look over and you just see the arm going like this.
Yeah.
Oh my god, it was great. But that was that. I used to miss the Craig Ferguson show. I'm so mad that it's off the air. I did catch him once doing a stand up in New York City, and it was fucking epic. Like first of all, he dumbs down his accent when he was on the show. Hey Steven, hey Cara, hey Vern, hey Andrew, just to get everybody in there. Whoa, Mac, let's go. Just to say hello to everybody. But I caught him in stand up and he's like, "Oh, you e-ball bag, you shouldn't be," and you're like, what the fuck is he saying? But the problem is I have a lot of Scottish friends, right? Like my buddy Chris came over from Scotland. We had a fucking blast. People are like, "I don't understand him." And I'm like, "I understand him fucking perfectly." They're like, "How?" And I'm like, "Well, I grew up in New York. I live in Podunk, Pennsylvania. Between the two and living in Germany, I mean, fuck, it amalgamated into I can understand Scottish. Speak it. Other than you wee ball bag and shite bag if you dene and a couple other little Scottish phrases. That's about what I got. But I can't wait to go see him. We're trying for this year. It might be in the beginning of next year, but we're gonna go do the fucking whiskey trail, like the whiskey without the E, and I'm gonna be fucked up. Let me tell you, this is my vision of this trip. I'm gonna be laying on the hills of the Highlands, fucking butt naked, drunk as shit, taking a piss off the cliff. That's just my vision.
I would probably just quote Boondock Saints all the time.
Well, but see, I also want to get an actual kilt, and I want to stand at not Stonehenge. I want to stand at the beginning of the whiskey trail, and I want to go, "You can take our land, but you can never take our freedom," and lift my kilt up. just because. I mean, I have a kilt. I don't wear underwear under it. That's the traditional way.
I just cut the bottoms of mine out, make my own kilt.
You said butt nakedness, and I stopped imagining it. Sorry, needed a visual. Listen, I mean, the cock could be flopping. I mean, it is what it is. Ain't nothing gives the twins a nice set of breeze than a kilt. So different than what you do now. Well, I mean, I free ball it in gym shorts, but it's closed. You know what I mean? Kilt's easy access. You can grab that one by the fun buns, push her right down in there, and consensually before anybody has a conniption fit. And, have some fun with her. I don't know. The only thing pulling out's the couch. That's all I'm saying. Okay. By the way, before we talk about anything else, before pulling out or whatnot, just remember as a word to the wise, go to the link in the bio other than subscribing. Make sure you go pick up your aimbot. Use bull as the coupon code. It is the best source of energy. I'm not kidding. It's got neurotropics in it, which basically is like ADHD medication for free. Then you have 300 milligrams of caffeine in this little tube. You can either chase it with water, mix it with water, or just shoot the fuck out of it. You also have these gummies that are 100 milligrams. Aimbot, the official sponsor, Joe the Bull Guy and Bull Guy Media. Just throwing it out there. So let's go, guys. Go click that link. Use the promo code BULL to save 15%. Free delivery in the United States. It does really work. Vern even knows. Paul knows. I'm getting everybody on it. I haven't had a fucking Red Bull in over 59 days. Shit, I'm about to catch up to my mother's age if I keep going. She's 70. But that's my little shameless plug. But with that being said, Vinny at Aimbot, let's fucking go. Okay, so some weird shit happened this week. I'd like to run into and get your opinion because you both are guys, and you know, I'm a pervert. Let's be fucking real. You know what I mean? You know, I think we all are, right? I mean, who doesn't like a little slap and tickle? I'm just saying, right? But appropriately, like. For instance, I'm not going to go into the grocery store and go twiddle my yank in the middle of it and start, you know, in the frozen food section. Nor am I going to get on a podcast or on a live and start playing with my cock and balls. It's just not happening. But I had to battle someone last night who kept lifting her skirt up, and I thought it was an accident, right? Like you know, she looked very pretty. She was very classy. Her legs were crossed. She looked very classy. And the next thing I know, the skirt comes up, the legs open up, and you're seeing right down the fucking Arby's sandwich.
Whoa.
On live. And I'm like, hold the fuck on. We're having a battle. You're showing kitty. You're trying to sway it your way. 96% of my fucking following is men. I was surprised I still had a retention. But then I found out she's streaming on 5 other fucking platforms at the same time. And then here's the kicker. I find out 2 hours before I needed another battle with this person tonight that I'm battling the same fucking person. And I'm like, you got to be fucking kidding me. Like, and again, dude, she was promoting it hard and heavy. If you do this and gift and follow and we win, I'll give everybody the free shot. I'm like, free shot, bitch, you show it.
I don't know how you won, man.
Dude, I don't know how the fuck I won either, because other than the fact that I have an amazing team who was just as pissed off as I was about it, okay? And let me be realistic here. I always say tap that screen, flick that bean. I had to stop saying it for a couple of days because of this shit, okay? She was literally fucking, you know, twiddling the little man in the rowboat. Look, the question I'm posing is not just the fact of this girl was doing that. And look, we listen, we don't judge, right? We listen, we don't judge. I'm going to judge for 5 fucking seconds. You're on this app, right? And we're not going to name the app, but we're on the app to do a battle. The whole point of this battle is to road to the stream house again. So you all saw that I went to LA, right? Now we're trying to go, I guess it's either Vegas for the Cheer Choice Awards, or we're going to New York for the stream house. Either way, that's the selection. So if you're not going to take the contest seriously and all you're going to do is promote your little spicy link, then just go fucking promote it somewhere else. Why do you got to fucking ruin my platform with this shit? The best was Vern. I'm calling you out. I loved it, Vern. We did destroy her night, Andrew. It was hilarious. But Vern kept going, oh, look, there's panties again. Oh, there's the panties again. I had like 100 people in the chat saying this shit. Tonight, she was laying on her side with her legs into the other side of the camera. And someone who found her on the other social platforms was able to see what she was doing and then described it. I'm like, please don't describe this to me. I'm in the middle of the live. I don't want to think about this. And it basically took someone very It's okay, Andy. I wasn't going to call you out about getting the OF. Okay, I was going to keep it quiet. Okay, I told you I'd reimburse you for it because you said you went and did it for the good of the cause. But you know, I'm just saying. But apparently she was hairier than my fucking face, from my understanding. Yeah, and I knew Jimbo was going to pop right up. He's like, "What? We get to go muff diving? Let's go!" Yeah, she was playing.
He's
with
like,
her
they put the fur in Furberg.
She put the fur in Furburger for sure, 100%. 100%. But yeah, it was.
I'm awake now.
Yeah, he's like, wait, what? This is better than Colombian Bam Bam. Anyway, so here's my question though, truthfully, and I don't want an honest opinion. I don't want the typical like, well, she's hot, so I'd go. Why? I'm being serious. If you know that you're supporting somebody on a platform, right, and that's what you're there for, is to support the community that was built by that creator. would you be just as pissed off as I am that this bullshit was going on? We did destroy her both nights, Cara. Huh?
You can see the aggravation.
First of all, I'm amazed that you overcame free pussy. That's a hard
Right?
sell.
Right. Well, you know what? Here's my thing, though. I can say I'm better than pussy.
You didn't
but
have
no,
any
but really,
simps. You have real dudes that are following you, not simps.
well, I also have women in there too. Let's give credit to credit's due. I have a nice healthy mixture of men and women, but most of my following is men between the ages of 35 and 45 with disposable income. And I even have some women that who like women. So I mean, there's that too. We're not calling anybody out. But anyway, just saying. But the point is, you're right. I overcame it. So I guess not to steal your punchline, did I crush pussy?
Very much.
Yeah. Okay. I mean, the score was 118K to 2,000 points in 5 minutes. We didn't just crush it. We treated that shit like it was Rihanna. That was too soon. My bad. Okay, Chris Brown then. Anyway, no, I'm joking. But no, in reality, I'm women who like what I wasn't gonna out you, but okay, Cara. I mean, no, but we do. It's not loyal followers. I have a loyal community. That's the thing, Andrew, is that there is a lot of people. I'm Carrie and I have tisms. You do have tisms. Your tisms be tisming quite often. So my whole thing is, oh, go ahead, just hold, please.
I'll be back. Keep going.
You're good. Go ahead. I'll mute your mic though for you. Just come back when you're ready.
That's funny.
Man,
that was me the last couple of nights. I've been on Claritin.
Dude, I'm not kidding. The allergies are fucking
Claritin, and it works good.
No, Andy's coming back. He has his allergies are acting up. But that's what I'm saying. Like, I was pissed. So when I found out I was battling her, I did everything I could to fucking change it, right? Like, he did go to check. Apparently at midnight Pacific time, she goes ahead and goes full bore with this, is according to what she said on her platforms. But first off, I just be tisming out nowhere, and then boom, once I tism, yep, you do a good tism. But that's what I'm saying. Like, I was pissed. I tried to switch the battle, and then I reached out Dominique, who's not in here tonight right now. She's doing other things, but I'm like, should I not be mad at this? And she's like, I'm fucking pissed for you. And I'm like, okay. Yeah, she had 2,000 in her room last night. She had 650 in her room tonight. We had 48 tonight. We had 65 yesterday, and we still smacked the shit out of her.
Well, she's probably got a bunch of teenage boys that ain't paying nothing to see her flash for free.
True. I mean, I don't knock the teenage boys. Remember, we watched Channel 99 and we hit the TV and went, oh shit, it's a fucking toe. God damn it. That's why everybody's into feet these days. Is because we were watching the squibbly lines. I mean, we thought we saw a nipple. It was a foot. Let's not get Carl into this, but that motherfucker likes feet and robots.
Heck yeah. You wanted to be a smart kid, so you got that National Geographic.
Right. Yeah, with the wagami shit. Oh,
I just want to learn.
Listen, don't forget, Jimbo just wanted it for the vaginal hair.
To be fair,
he likes it. If you can braid it, he loves it. Yeah, see, Carl, we're gonna hide his robot charger. I'm not kidding. So, Andy, to fill you in on this, our one of our heads of the network, right? He invested $26,000 in a sex robot. Okay, right. I mean, part of me understands it, right? Like, it doesn't talk back. It's not going to give you shit. It's not going to tell you to clean the dishes. But at the same token, I'm not sticking my dingling in. Don't you dare stay the fuck down there. Stay in your home, Carl. I saw the middle finger, you bastard. No, but like, yeah, I'm afraid. Like, that's a Terminator, man. Like, we talked about this when I went to LA, right? Like, I can't remember if I talked about this or not on the pod when I came back, but there was a fucking robot that delivered my food.
Yeah.
Looked like a headless dog. The best, they couldn't negotiate the sidewalk. And, under the influence, that's what we're going to call it. I'm looking at this thing like, dude, are you fucking for real? What the fuck? Anybody see this shit? Like, he just cream pie. Vern. He did just cream pie it, but here's my problem, though. He's at like short circuit too. Johnny number 5. Anyway.
Where's the cooling fan at?
It's inside, like where the appendix would be.
Ah, okay. I was gonna say, like, if it's like, what if it's like in the rear, and like you don't know,
and it's just like a
you
meat
get a little
mincer.
you get an improv circumcision in there. I'm just saying.
Yo, listen, that's even better than like, how does West Virginia perform circumcisions? They kick their sisters in the mouth. I'm sorry, Jim. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. What? It's okay. I know, Jim, you have family there. I'm sorry. That was wrong. Okay, we'll change it to Alabama.
Did you ever accidentally stick your finger in the fan? It sounded a lot like that. Just that.
But listen, I'm not kidding. When I will say this though, I was on the phone with Carl when this robot came in, right? And they have a robot dog doing White House security. That's well, you know what? It is what it is. I'm not even touching that one with a 10-foot
Every time
pole.
someone says robot dog, I think about those little toys from the 90s.
Right, the one that
Those little robo pets. Yeah.
And then it would waddle. Yeah, no, this thing looks demonic as fuck. It has no head and it has these spider fucking legs, so it can like climb over anything. And then when it comes up to you, it sounds like a demonic speaking spell. It's like, Andy writes, and you're like, what the fuck? It's, I have your food. You're like, Jesus, is this Stephen Hawking or does this fucking, like, for fuck's sake?
Taco Bell is delivered.
Dude, if facial recognitions you based off of your photo.
Wow.
Did they have at least a sick paint job or something? Like,
no, it was a shiny silver. It looked like one of them fucking cyber trucks, just a little more souped up. But go ahead.
No, you should have kicked it and see if it was one of those ones that like, oh no, and it just like corrects itself.
I didn't even have to kick it. It couldn't even negotiate the sidewalk. It fell over 3 times before it got out. Like it got to be the worst delivery thing ever. But speaking of delivery, Carl, I was on the phone with him when his sex robot got there, right? And literally all I hear is and then I hear, oh my, and he's opening it up like a kid at Christmas in the middle of a fucking post office. Like they couldn't deliver it to his house because of the lithium batteries. You know what, Vern, you might want to give him, Carl might need a dress. I don't know about the dog. The dog was, I don't think it would fit a dress. I don't know. And then it would like hem up the door to open and shit. That just seems like a clusterfuck. But then again, so does the sex robot at Carl's house. I'm sorry, Carl. I'm sorry. I'm kidding. I'm kidding. Anyway, and for those who are listening on Spotify, Apple, and or whatever the fuck iTunes is called, Amazon now, I said no. I'm not kidding. I don't know. That sex robot cracks me the fuck up. Carl, just for the record, Carl doesn't actually have a sex robot. Okay, he has the little fleshlight that goes, brrr, that thing.
How do you clean it?
I don't fucking know. No. So I will say this though. I read that there is a self-cleaning feature. So does it cream pie itself out? Like, does it just squeeze until everything comes out?
It smells like an
oven.
oven.
Better just to buy condoms.
You better to buy condoms. Who buys
just
condoms?
Be safe. Just be safe.
You think you're gonna get like herpes from it, like, or you just mean so it just catches all the crotch goblins?
Yeah.
I mean,
do you want to clean? That's where it comes down to.
Listen, let me explain something. Look. So it's been 6 years since then little Joey's been touched. We'll just go with that. So at the end of the day, I'm not going to buy some piece of fucking rubber to stick my dingling into. I already got an assault charge from the fucking loofah. Right now, could you imagine something that looks a little bit more like like, realistic. I just need, like that. Look, I just need a volunteer's tribute. That's it. Like, like, look, somebody just willing to bite the bullet for a fat guy with a beard. And I'll cook you dinner. I don't know. I'll treat you right. I'll buy you
I
flowers.
always said
Shit.
loaders and daddy issues. That's what we're looking for here tonight.
No, I don't want the daddy issues anymore. Fuck that. I'm not that old yet. But although I was called a zaddy, I didn't know what the fuck that was.
I don't even know what that is.
So it's an attractive older male over the age of 40 with a dad bod.
Oof.
Yeah. I didn't know whether to be offended or to be like, oh, thanks. Because I'm not 40 yet.
Yet.
I know you fucking lying. One of our listeners, Andrew,
Jesus.
I am so using this on Monday, Andrew. Thank you so much. You know they make a KFC fleshlight that looks like a crispy breast on top. Look, I don't, in fear of getting in trouble on here, I don't.
Oh boy.
Yo,
it even came with a cup of gravy.
Listen,
Oh my God.
Oh, just wait. The two of you are about to see this real time. I want you to look at your phones. Tell me, Justin wouldn't.
Oh boy.
Armageddon, like who the fuck?
The Noki chicken.
It's so raw.
It's a whole breast. It comes in a KFC bag.
Bro.
I don't know. I'm gonna risk it for the biscuit.
I like Colonel Sanders' face. He's like,
is that extra crispy original recipe? Like, why does KFC? Why does he have his hat backwards? Like,
look at his face. He's like,
doesn't he? You know who he reminds me of? Norm Macdonald. Look at that. His face looks like Norm Macdonald.
Oh, poor Norm.
Tell me I'm wrong. That or Andy Rooney Andy Rooney.
That's funny.
I'm just saying. Oh my God, guys! If they have a Popeyes one, yo,
I think they can make one out of anything. Actually.
Oh my goodness! I bet you all it is that Jesus Christ, a biscuit would make more sense because you can put butter in. I am not kidding. This got out of hand. We were talking about some girl twiddling herself, and we went into Carl's box of nightmares. I'm kidding, Carl. I'm kidding.
I'm trying to think of like maybe if Chick-fil-A did one with that.
What, the Lord's chicken? It'd come with a Bible verse.
But it put out. It'd make you think that it was off on Sunday.
But it would just be the equivalent to soaking.
We might be closed on Sunday, but you can enjoy us all weekend long.
Oh my goodness.
Yeah, I'm not gonna lie. That pimento cheese sandwich they had was awesome with the jalapenos on it. Oh,
it was. I'll give you that. They do make a Popeyes one, and it's completely red as the handle.
Good.
It's just rice and beans.
Xana Ray
to the Chick-fil-A special sauce.
It brings a whole new meaning for Popeyes. Finger licking good.
That's KFC.
Is it KFC? I don't know. What was Popeye's slogan? I forget what it was, wasn't it?
Popeyes is what was Popeye's theme?
Love that chicken at Popeyes.
Okay. Yeah, Andrew, I don't want to know what the fuck your search history is, but he just found a tomater and Rob from A Bug's Life as.
Ooh.
Well, first of all, let's put it this way: the Bug Life one looks like it's got herpes, right? It's all green and shit. And could you imagine that having a discharge? But the tomater one, like, why would you want to like get a buck-tooth fucking pickup truck that every time you stroke it sounds like Larry the Cable Guy?
Imagine discovering that that's when you found out you like men watching cars. And
Bro,
Tomater was the one that turned you.
I turned you.
Yeah,
I mean, I
that's
would
the
have
one
figured
that
it
made
had been
your
Bill
awakening, and I have a fleshlight now because I just wanted that big teeth.
But see, I would have thought Bill Anvil. He's a little bit softer, right? Like Ron White, we know he'd be like Butch.
He's fucking you. Like you're not
Ron White. Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. He's bending you over, going, "I'm drunk in public." You know, like that's extra
Get ready
texture.
for the tater salad.
Tomater salad. No wonder why it looks like a booty hole.
I don't know. I don't think Jeff Foxworthy would put up much of a fight.
Oh God, no! But he'd botch a nipple off like that beaver.
That's true. He'd be
bloody or nothing. Wow, never mind.
Yeah.
So
nobody knows how to follow this up.
Show anyway.
Yeah, I think I just glitched like Joe Biden for a second there. Holy shit. Yeah, I said it. I know normally we don't get political on this, but
if you had, here you go. If you had to make your own personalized fleshlight out of a food group, what would it be?
Ooh, Jim.
Mashed potatoes.
I was thinking mashed potatoes, but that'd be too soft after like 2 or 3.
It would be an easy mold. That's the best part of that. Like
it would be all out.
Hit the ball and
it would just be all out of the light. It would be like on the ground on you, and
you just sprinkle butter in there, and that's
you just
right
sprinkle
there,
some you just sprinkle some butter. You just put oh my God, you just spritz it in like Fabio.
Yeah.
Like
maybe spray
sweet potato, because the sweet potato might hold its form a little better.
Ooh.
Like a hot sweet potato.
You know what? I'm thinking either taco or ravioli.
Ravioli.
I forgot about pasta. Pasta is a good
right. I mean, think about it. You don't want it to be a ziti, right? That's a little sharp on one end. It might be a little
container full
Velveeta cheese shells.
Spaghetti noodles.
Oh,
it would feel so good.
Do you see this? Could be mac and cheese.
If it don't sound like that, I don't want it.
Oh my God! Yeah, if it don't. Look, if it don't identify as a slip and slide, I don't want it.
Jello.
No, then I'd just be thinking about Bill Cosby roofing me all the time.
No, that'd be pudding.
The Jello.
No, but he did Jello jigglers. Remember, it wasn't just putting things where it don't belong. You know.
Oh, I grew up with pudding pops, bro.
Oh, that's why you like the booty hole. I'm kidding. He's like, well, it facts.
Stop talking about my identity. I don't know what that. Ooh.
I'm like having a mental fucking reset. I don't know. I'm trying to think what would be good. Like a peach, maybe if we're going fruit wise. If we're going pasta, I'd say either tortellini or ravioli.
You got to deal with watermelon. There's been a lot of watermelon violated in the fields of.
Shut it! Oh my!
I can't. Know.
I don't know how to say.
I forget what show it is. The guy shows the watermelon and he goes, "That." They're like, "Please tell me that was consensual. He goes, that hole was consensual. And he turns it around to the bottom. He goes, that one wasn't.
Oh my god. Oh my god. I know you fucking lie. That's
Ooh, avocado. Someone says avocado, Steven.
Guacamole.
That's another good. That's a pretty solid choice.
that is.
Yogurt
Washing machine off for days.
Or a burrito. A taquito.
Ooh, a burrito. Yes, burrito. 100%.
Rice pudding.
Ooh, I don't know.
Egg
man.
and cheese burrito. That right there.
If you say cottage cheese, I'm eating you off the show. I don't know.
I have a story that would ruin that. So I'm
Yo.
just not going to tell that one. It's too
What
disgusting.
What about a Reuben from Arby's?
Just lift the bread up a little bit between the bread.
Just a beef and cheddar. Beef and cheddar. Rory on roast beef. Go for it.
If it's roast beef, I don't want it.
Tuna melt. Arby's has
Never look at horsey sauce again.
No, not at all. Not at all. I cannot at all. Absolutely the fuck not ever again.
Okay, off topic a little bit, but sucking D with Pop Rocks. Wow. I don't know how to respond to that.
Are you saying that you're willing from District 3?
No, I'm
just
reading the
asking.
comments. Somebody
No,
said
I
that,
know.
and
I'm asking Cara. Are you a willing participant from District 3? I volunteer as tribute. I said it. I fucking said it.
wow, we're just doubling down in the comments. Let's go.
As long as it's not a salad. Oh, Vern's like, do you remember the Altoid mints? Jesus.
Toss out, man. This makes me right. I'm awake now.
Well, you know what? Look, if we're doing that, and you got
Oh,
something.
I just got tequila, man, and that just sounds like a bad time for me.
I have high test bourbon. Go get your tequila. Let's do this.
Would a beer be acceptable?
Yeah,
I
don't
2 hours into making ziti going. This ziti's looking fucking good, boys.
Oh, you could have stayed on and just gone and grabbed it. You're good, man. Oh man, holy shit. You know, it's funny because like at the end of the day, my ADHD runs rampant with some intrusive shit. I'm just saying. But never once have I thought about a fleshlight for food.
I got one of the banded beers.
You're welcome, sir.
Well, welcome to Friday nights.
I got a banded beer.
You got a bandit beer? Okay, let's go. You got a Busch Light?
I'm just gonna crack a beer and just read the comments the whole time because this is getting pretty intense.
Dude, this is how it usually does. For sure. Yes. Are you are you saying yes, you volunteer as tribute, or are you saying yes, that it's time for a drink? I'm just confused. But listen, as we say, Slancha, prost, cheers, salute, you name it. I don't care, to honor. If you can't come in or come honor. That's all. Salute. Consensually in 2025. Damn. But I'm a freaky ghost in the shit. Oh my God, Womack. Christ. You got Jaeger? Let's fucking go with the Jaeger.
The Jaeger. Where do you see that comment?
That's Steven said it. He said, cheers, boys. I got Jaeger.
Oh, I see that.
And it just goes back that I don't pull out. So Vern is asking favorite position. I'd have to go with doggy, but the problem is if I do doggy, it's not going to last very long. Cara's got her Jack. I know she's been drinking Jack tonight. Doggy, it's pretty quick. I usually use that as the last resort to finish it up, like just to get into the end zone, in that red zone. But beforehand,
banquet, nice.
The champagne of beers.
It is. I think
Champagna.
Champagna.
I call these bandit beers because this is the beer that Burt Reynolds went to go get.
Yeah.
Well,
And then
that's
you
all they
drink it,
drank.
you're like, not that good.
Because you couldn't get Coors east of the Mississippi. We couldn't get it up here until like the early 90s.
That's crazy.
So they had to get it from Texarkana to Florida, right? Or Georgia or Florida.
I think it was Georgia.
Because
I
they
kind of
couldn't
went a little.
get Coors.
I kind of went a little Smokey and the Bandit run with my brother. We went to Ohio to get White Castle.
Listen, I am so mad that you.
Were you
dumb,
Harold
you
or Kumar?
no, hold on. Before no, because I would have been fucking Barney Stinson. I'm pissed at you for not fucking calling me. I'm a fat motherfucker, and you thought that I no. Andy lives right down the street. You son of a bitch! You could have called me, and I would have gladly eaten a sack of those little fucking treats.
And dude, right now
and you didn't even bring me back one. Oh, don't.
They're running a promotion. You can literally get a briefcase full of burgers.
You need Jesus. Yeah, they had that back in the day when I was a kid. It was $20 for 30 burgers.
It's a briefcase, and it's the Harold and Kumar like bundle.
I gotta ask, was I the only one that thought the hidden gem at White Castle was their mozzarella sticks like 20 years ago?
No, you're not wrong. And the onion rings were actually really good too. But they're
See, I'm addicted to Burger King. I'll go to Burger King just to get onion rings.
See, Burger King's got good onion rings, but they changed it. Back in the day when we were kids and the King actually ruled it, we actually had ones that wouldn't give you fucking heartburn. Now I had that.
You're heartburn and you're in the bathroom. But
dude, I had that purple fucking Wendy hamburger bullshit, like the more the dance, whatever the fuck her name is, Wednesday Addams, right? I had that burger. I shit purple for a week. I thought I had a problem.
That's right, food coloring, baby. That's all food coloring.
Listen, it's ridiculous.
You never had White Castle? Oh,
who's never had White? Vern.
Ooh,
you're missing out.
Don't go to the freezer section. Don't do that. Don't do that.
Cara, if you are volunteering as tribute, we will get White Castle and we'll lay it down on the bed first and just eat our fucking way to the pillow.
We still have a White Castle. It's about 45 minutes north of me. We still have a White Castle on Tom's River.
Are you ready for this shit?
I was over in Atlantic City up until the late 80s.
I was in the Poconos, right? Yeah, it's like Crystals. It's White Castle and Crystals are the same company.
Yeah.
But White Castle, when I was in the Poconos, was only 5 minutes away. I didn't fucking know. It's over right into the Jersey. Like as soon as you cross over into Jersey,
over near like Shawnee. So
yeah,
we're over near Shawnee then.
Right, when you had like the three corners all meet, it's literally right there. It's a fun fact, it's right next to a fucking dispo, which is genius. It's fucking, I mean, it's fucking genius.
See, I should come back through Philly instead of crossing over and coming through because it's longer to do it that way.
I wouldn't go
there this weekend.
Listen, I wouldn't go to Philly to save my fucking life. Like, listen, my mother, it could, city of brotherly love, pop. Look, my mother. Look, I went to Crenshaw in fucking red, okay? Looking like this, okay? Let me tell you how fucking weird that was, okay?
They seen you're like, this motherfucker's here on a bet. And he done lost.
Dude, listen, it was like the scene from what's it called?
Y'all want to see a dead body?
Bruce Willis had it was in Harlem with the sign on it.
That was like the third
Die Hard. Yeah, I couldn't think of it. I'm like, right? Like that's what I felt like. I literally
Die Hard.
You better get here now.
But I didn't have a Samuel. I didn't have a Samuel. My Samuel L. Jackson didn't exist at all. Like I'm walking down, not knowing where the fuck I am, trying to get to this comedy club. I'm like, I'm pretty sure I'm on Crenshaw, and then I see Compton, and I'm like, what?
Like city of Compton.
A bet and a bender. Listen, man, it was like,
bender,
like I really thought it's crazy. I was like, get the fuck out of here. It was absurd.
Awesome.
The fact that I made it out of there alive, I am just completely stunned.
You guys hear me all right?
Yeah, well, I can hear you. Why?
Word.
Favorite sauce? Now this chat's getting saucy with the chat. Let's fucking go. I like it. but I have had tube steak. It's white.
White. Tube steak comes in colors and sizes.
Alfredo. Vern's a big fan of Alfredo.
9/16 of an inch. Best joke I got. But yeah, holy fuck. Yeah, wow. I don't know where to go with this. I
just want to almost sit here and just watch the comments the whole time.
This is like the second time tonight we're like,
right, like, and you know, I knew I was coming
all
in
going
this
in the bank. That's all I'm saying. It's just all
saying.
Later.
Here's what's gonna happen. Andy later, Big Hoss, is gonna come off. He's gonna go. He's gonna get off the podcast. He's gonna take that Spawn mask of his, put it, or the Venom mask, put it on his face. Ooh. And then what?
I just watched all the Venoms the other night, like in a row. I never.
Did you? I was so sad about 3 because I was like, "This is sad. This is terrible."
What, terrible in filming or terrible in just?
Was 3 the one with Woody Harrelson?
No, that was the second one. I like the second one. It should have been like a Deadpool, though. It should have been. They should have went hard for that. They didn't.
I was just hoping that Woody Harrelson would have came out like his role as Larry Flynn. I'm just saying, could you imagine that in the Marvel universe? No. Like, so here's what we're gonna do. We're just gonna take a picture of the.
Could you imagine like what's there in that universe in terms of porn? Like, you can't just have superheroes like that. Nobody just like, all right.
Listen. I got it, Andy. I got it. I got you covered. You ready for this?
Oh boy!
Is a Kentucky Fried chicken vagina? You're like, it makes sense.
It does.
Built into an ex-woman uniform for Carl.
Yeah, it would make him Professor X.
Yeah, you figured out real early in life if you were straight or not, because everybody watched the X-Men movie for Mystique. Be like,
I'm loofah and piercings though. I'm just saying, ouch. I don't have piercings.
Wow. Just so you guys know, I'm also streaming on OnlyFans. You can find me at there's a camera pointed somewhere else.
Oh, so you know Emmy. You know the chick I battled tonight. Then you guys are creator.
There's a reason why one hand is now in my sleeve pocket. Oh,
I officially closed my Only Dads probably like 3 months ago. I had it going for like almost 5 years.
Dude, I had to close mine when they put the social media clause in the fucking in our at work when I was working, and they put it in there. You can't have this site, and this site, and I'm like, well, there goes beard washing videos.
Yeah, I started that during COVID. Needed a hobby, and yeah, it was like 3-4 months ago. I was like, yeah, I'm done with this.
Yeah, I'm just a client account. I'm not making content. I'm not making content.
He's like, I'm paying $14.99 to see that Arby's sandwich.
Heck, and he goes on sale, get that 90% off, and be like, "Oh, it's $3 this month." Hell yeah!
But the best thing is, he's giving them the McConaughey voice back to him. He's like, "All right, I just paid for this. What you got to
I'll click on the 80% off for 30 days and cancel you 1 week into it. I like that.
I'm just fuck.
Just saying, don't make sure it's one of those you got to sign up, delete immediately, click cancel right now, because if not, you're gonna forget. And you're gonna be like, why am I getting paid $90 to OnlyFans?
Like September, you're like, what the fuck is?
Here's the funny thing, and this might be taboo, and you don't have to answer it if you don't want to, but I have never paid for OnlyFans. Now, I'm not going to say I've never not paid to see a vagina because
I've been to Reddit.
Yeah, no, fuck Reddit. I hate Reddit.
What? You hate Reddit?
I hate Reddit. You know why? Because as a streamer, I fear that I'm going to be on that. Like one of my worst anxieties is that I'm going to do something and end up on Reddit and get fucking canceled.
You're gonna be on an
So I stayed.
advertisement for a glory hole.
Yo, listen. How do you know about my Super Bowl special?
Steven, yes.
Oh, what did Steven say? Did we?
He said, "Did we, the chat, just commandeer the podcast?"
Oh yeah, no. You know what? And that you did.
Maybe twice.
A little bit.
Maybe twice.
A little bit. You didn't just commandeer it. You called it good girl, like right off the bat. Like you all just edged the fuck out of this podcast.
I felt the big palm just pet my side of my head like this.
Listen, I felt the tongue stroke the side of my. Well, that's a little too far. We're just going to keep it to ourselves. Use your imagination. Fucking see, this is what happens when Nicole's not here. We just go into perverted weed, dick, and fart jokes, right? Like she's here. We try to
why guys can't hang out together. Is this reason why?
I'm like, listen, minus the the
daily affirmation and the streetwalkers thing.
No, I wasn't going there. I was like, put place and time, locker room, bar, golf course, rugby bench, like hockey bench. Like it's like, buddy, is that your mom over there? Yeah, that's my mom.
Yo, listen,
like,
Miss Libby's car is green. Heck with the listen, Vern, that lotion was $100 fucking. You have no idea how bad I wanted to use. So for those who don't know, I was in Los Angeles and I was in a bougie ass hotel and they had a card in the hotel that said the prices of everything if you took it, right? So the hand lotion was $100 fucking. You have no idea how bad after 6 years of not being with someone, I wanted to just put it in my hand, put my pinky up so I was a classy bitch and just go to town, right? But the problem with that was I was afraid I was going to get charged $100. So we covered Pop Rocks, Ice Mints. What about fruit roll-ups wrapped around?
Wow.
I volunteer as tribute at this point. Vern's school parking lot, homecoming, not my school. Ooh.
That's where you're like, Joe, I got to go.
Right. Like, we're going to end this podcast right now because I think everybody in the chat needs some bathroom time right now.
Yeah. You're just going to see all the windows going. I got to pause real quick. Everybody comes back 5 seconds later. Yeah, we're back.
The grapefruit.
Everybody's like, so,
yeah.
Hey, remember that time when we took that math quiz?
You know what's crazy to me is that you're not allowed to like smoke on YouTube and stuff. Because like it cut back to like the 1950s. They were smoking in commercials.
Right.
Like on I Love Lucy, just be like, so Lucy, how's the baby? And she's like, he's fine. He's kicking a little bit. Like, and now it's like you can't smoke on the internet. It's like, what?
Well, you can't smoke in a restaurant either now, too. Just we're
that was the best logic we had in the 90s. Like, that's the same COVID logic. What's smoking or non-smoking? Because it can't travel from here to here.
Right.
I was a kid when you could smoke on a plane.
Well, that's what I was just about to say.
I think it's hilarious that they still have the signs up that say no smoking.
Well, they're going to have that up for at least another 15 more years. You want to know why?
All those planes crash.
Well, no. Here,
because the planes are 60 fucking years old.
No. I have a legitimate answer for this. I'm telling you. You ready for this? They're only going to keep it on for 15 more years because after that, it's going to change to no vaping, right? Because everybody who actually smoked fucking cigarettes are going to die off in 15 years, right? Like,
I don't think you're allowed to vape in there, though.
No, you're not. But I guarantee you, the next sign that you see in 15 years is no vaping.
Tell me if you can hear this, and tell me there's not too many better sounds.
That's a great sound.
That sound also, both of those sounds actually sound like.
And this is the sad sound.
Is it though? I don't mind jamming something into a hole. Oh, I said it.
A little corks, little
wood
cork. From a long line of cork soakers.
So what you're saying?
I was not a big fan of that era of Saturday Night Live, but those skits that they did about the cork soaking was hilarious.
I don't like SNL at all, really, but I love the sweaty ball skit.
That also was but that was a good era of it. Like it goes like this, and the last 15 years it's been like this.
Yeah, no one talks about the 80s. Like everybody's like, yeah, Eddie Murphy was great. Then Dana Carvey came along.
Like there was so much funny shit until about.
I was like John Lovitz on there.
Like early 2000s, it kind of was like boop, poop.
Well, you know what? That's when, all this cancel culture bullshit and whatnot took place. You know what I mean? Like that's the issue.
Like Farley, Sandler, like when that whole group kind of left, then it kind of just like kind of petered,
Well, think about it this way. Could you imagine Blazing Saddles being made today?
Couldn't do it.
It couldn't be released. It'd be an X-rated film. Like the error, like fuck. Think about Weird Science.
The funny thing is that half of the writer director of Blazing Saddles, who was the director?
Mel Brooks.
Mel Brooks.
Half of his movies you probably couldn't do, and a lot of them are Semitic, and he's Jewish. Like it's like he makes fun of everybody. That was another famous Jewish stand-up comic, broke everybody's balls. What was his name?
Don
Rickles.
Rickles. And when he would always say halfway through or at the end, he goes, I love everybody and I make fun of everybody, even myself.
Well, and that's the thing. That was the big days of comedy.
You can't even do that anymore. But I think with golden era. Kill Tony's bringing it back. Like they're just kind of like, we don't give a fuck. It's funny. Like you're not canceling us. It's too big. It's funny.
Yeah.
It's jokes, people. Like we gotta laugh at ourselves and at the bullshit, or get over yourself.
It's usually when society's falling apart, does that when comedy get real good?
Well, but again, here's the other thing, though. We all became a bunch of sensitive little fucking. I can't even say what I want to say because I'm afraid of getting canceled. The point of the matter is everybody became sensitive and comedy got censored. When comedy starts to get censored, that's the fucking issue. That's the real issue. That's where freedom of speech goes, because a stereotype is a stereotype. An archetype is an archetype.
Have them tell you that Tropic Thunder is not funny today.
Listen, they won't laugh at it because of Simple Jack. That's literally the whole damn thing.
Oh my God. You know how many times I've told people you make me happy.
My brain movies make my eyes rain.
I'm a dude disguised as a dude playing another dude. Like you can't.
That whole you ever hear him on Joe Rogan when he's like, "So, did you have questions about that? Like playing that part?" He goes, "Yeah." He's like, "Yeah, I absolutely had issues."
He's like, "I don't think you could do that again today." And he goes, "You could." He's like, "Don't recommend it."
He goes,
that was the funniest that you could. I just don't think it would go well.
Oh no, you'd be canceled in a fucking heartbeat.
But the best comeback ever was when he's like, "What do you mean, you people? What do you mean, us people?" Like,
and then he looked at him and he's like, "You people? What do you?" Oh, dude, I was done. And then the fucking name of the fucking energy drink.
Jack Black gets no.
It was Ball Sweat, right? Wasn't it Ball Sweat?
No, it was
Booty Sweat.
Booty Sweat.
That was like the last kind of montage to like kind of like a Mel Brooks kind of. They just made fun of everything.
Well, and that was the thing. Like I think Mel Brooks actually was like a producer on it, if I'm not mistaken. I think. Let me. You know what? Let's Carl fact check that, please, if you could.
Did you see
Tom
Cruise his interview about it? He goes, "I loved it." He goes, "And I wanted big wrists and big hands." And I was like, what? He goes, "I just wanted my character to be like over the top."
He's basically played Harvey Weinstein.
And I was like, dude, you look just like Harvey Weinstein.
Absolutely.
I think that's why he did it, was just like, he was like, dude, I'm just going to be Harvey.
Well, here's my thing, though. You ready for this, though? Foreshadowing? Yeah, Diddy and him.
There is a funny movie. There's a movie on Tubi right now that's basically Diddy as American Psycho.
Really?
Somebody made Dude, Tubi has a turnaround of like a big event to a movie like right away. It's just super cheap. Those movies, you go watch a Tubi movie, they're hilariously bad.
I've seen them. I've seen a lot of. I like watching horror movies on it because it's ridiculous, like absolutely stupidity. And they always try to add some like cheesy sex scene into it too. And you're like, bro, this doesn't even make sense with the movie. Like he's a zombie, she's a werewolf. You're banging each other, but you both look like humans. It doesn't make sense.
Yeah, it's like you're not even lined up right. This doesn't even make sense. It's kind of
Carl
like The Room.
was what's his
Mel
face?
Brooks, the
Mel
producer
Brooks.
in Tropic Thunder. And just to go back to the chat,
robot, buddy.
Let's go back to the chat. So, too many safe spaces, not enough safe words, or too many safe words, or I don't believe in safe words. It's not in my vocabulary. Vern goes, more spit, harder, faster. Oh, yes, all good words. No, they're definitely horror films. Horror, like Night Nurses of Jersey.
Horror.
Well, here's
it could go either way. Like
they play hand in hand. It's duplicitous.
yeah, because it's like there is a lot of titties in slasher movies.
You ever notice that though? Like every slasher movie, there's some chick with her tits out in the shower.
They were scream queens.
I don't
That was
complain.
a big thing from the 80s.
Well, the scream queen I get, but why the shower? Why couldn't they be like in the pantry or in a closet or I don't know?
Right. They're dry in the closet. They're dry in the pantry, but they're wet in the shower.
Okay, girls, what's worse than boob sweat or booty sweat? I'd say ass sweat.
Ass sweat.
I mean, I like
boob sweat. I don't think it's going to smell. It's just uncomfortable. But I think ass sweat.
I just feel like there's more bacteria building up there.
Yeah, but it's all good.
Stephen Vern, I think you just restarted my puberty drive. Don't take a Viagra now, Stephen. Don't do that.
For Ben Stiller, Eric McLeod, and Stuart Cornfield. So no Mel Brooks.
Yeah, but I wonder if Ben Stiller was mimicking Mel Brooks.
Could have been.
I mean, I don't know. I know they're friends.
To worry about booby sweat.
Who's stuck under the bed, Steven?
Funny story.
Oh God, here we go.
So there was like that. There was that time and place, like maybe 10 years ago, maybe 5 years ago, when there was a lot of videos out there with stepbrother, I'm stuck in a blender, I'm stuck in a dryer, I'm stuck under the bed, right? That whole genre of those videos. I worked with a guy in a kitchen, and mid-shift Friday night, 7:30, 100 tickets on the board, and I hear, step chef, I'm stuck in the oven. And the dude's on all fours with his head in the oven like this and his shoulders out. The whole kitchen stopped. And we're dying laughing. Nobody got it, but like three of us on the line. And we're like, yeah, we're the fucked up ones, right? Like we get the joke. Step chef, I'm stuck in the oven. Thought it was funny.
I think it's hilarious. That could go
like
two ways.
The 20-something like servers.
Jimbo's seen the meme where it said, "How bizarre," and it's
how bizarre.
We know that video.
There's so there's so many jokes I want to say right now that we would
it
get
was
canceled.
A good tension breaker in the middle of a crazy shift. And
no, I agree with you 100%. Read the
perfect timing. Step chef, I'm stuck in the oven.
Read the comments. Because there would only be one way that it would be better.
This would be so. Who has more than one person at one time?
No, not those comments.
Oh, sorry.
Oh, I'm
Good
the
one,
slasher
Jimbo.
flick. Good one, Jimbo.
No, don't read it out loud.
Oh,
don't read the private chat out loud. Right? I mean, I feel like that was a failed opportunity.
But that actually probably would have been real. Because them motherfuckers are off the hook. Yo, German porn.
Don't do it.
German porn is like on another level. It's been that way since like the 70s. Like they're like, we're not allowed to have an army no more, so we will fuck everything. Like we don't know, we fuck everything because we can't have an army no more. No more army. We fuck.
Dude, foreign porn is just a whole nother ball game. That's like, don't even go down that route.
No, it's all it's German, English, Scott. I mean, there's
a lot of leather in Germany.
Oh, there's a lot of BDSM and that shit. A lot.
Everywhere else, it's kind of like they got boobs on like regular TV all the time.
Yeah.
Like they don't give a shit. Like it's
so they have to go above and beyond. Like we see a nipple, we're like, ooh, you know, they see a nipple, they're like, that's an every day at the sauna, right? So they
is like
they need like.
I thought my numbers were high,
bro.
These
listen,
guys are like, what are you talking about?
It's all like I lived in Germany, right? So like at 10 o'clock at night, American TV would come on for like 2 hours. No, seriously, like every night it would go from German to English TV for 2 hours. It would be a movie, be something. Then it would go like dark for like 5-10 minutes and then flip over to fucking just straight shit and porn. Like you're like, what the fuck am I watching?
Remember in Euro Trip when they were like in East Europe? And he's like, stop. Hammer time. He's got like his little hatchback painted like the General Lee. Like they're like 30 years behind in like their movie shit from America.
Oh,
and it's
terrible.
Like, yes. I go nowhere near Germany.
Well, you know, the German porn and TV reminds me of like Galaxy Quest
and Jägermeister.
It reminds me of Galaxy Quest, right? Like, remember how Galaxy Quest started, right?
I love Galaxy Quest.
Right? But remember the premise, right? They saw old TV shows from like 50 years ago and came to the world to like help
you to help us. Like that.
I would say arguably the best Star Trek movie.
Yeah.
Galaxy Quest is the best Star Trek movie.
That was the whole premise.
Yeah. But even the Star Trek people are like, yeah, this is better than any of the movies we did.
But you know what? To be fair, though, it was fucking hilarious. Like, it was definitely like Tim Allen and his time frame, right?
What happened?
You're talking about you haven't had a gal yet, or you want boobs in your face?
No, she said I've had boobies in my face.
She's not been with a woman yet.
Yet summer is coming. Are we talking about Summer from Baywatch?
That's one of those ones you just lean forward and go, well, Vern, we have something in common.
Everybody, it's usually Baywatch. Everybody knows this.
Yes. Or 10.
I'm like, who wants like this on the beach?
Pamela Anderson. After David Lee Roth just had a cream pie inside of her.
It's because he can steer a fucking steering wheel with his cock.
I mean, we saw that on the boat, it was Tommy Lee.
Tommy Lee, yeah.
I want to know what island they were outside of, just banging the shit out of each other, and like boats are flying by, no one paying a fucking attention. And here he is with a camera, like, yeah, woo, yeah.
You're on Cape May. They don't give a fuck.
Martha's Vineyard at the dock.
Families are fishing for flounder. Like, oh my god, what kind of rod is that? The wife's like, I don't know, but I want one.
The dad looks at
Rockstar Dick, man. That's a whole nother ball game. No one can compete with Rockstar Dick.
Listen, I'm telling you right now. Father and son sitting there fishing. Father turns to the son and goes, "You see that right there? That's child support, alimony, and $50K in titties. Like, don't stay away from that. But look at it, but don't touch."
And as a teenage boy, he's like, "Okay, sounds good. I'm in.
I have to run like that.
What do I got to do to get there? I'm in." Because you don't give a shit about anything.
I would get a black eye from fucking running and my titty smacking me in the face. I remember walking into a hotel in London with a bar. It was late night, straight up porn on the TV. Yeah, they don't give a fuck. They don't give a fuck. Beer Fest, though, was a mockery. And see, here's the thing with the Broken Lizard things, right? They had some good movies, right? Like, you love Beer Fest?
I love Broken Lizard.
Okay, but here,
the one they did. I got it on DVD. where they did the
Club Dread.
Club Dread. I like Club Dread.
But see, Club Dread was good.
I
Super
still
Troopers were
quote
good.
that whenever I meet a woman named Penelope, I call her Penelope.
Oh my God.
Swear to God. I'm like, oh, Penelope. Oh, Penelope. And people are like, what the fuck's wrong with you? I'm like, never mind. I met one person that I said Penelope to, and they were like, Club Dread. I was like, yes.
But here's my
soulmate.
Club Dread. Go ahead. Your soulmate and
yeah, she was like, yeah, no.
That's when you go to, can you feel this material? Is it boyfriend material? You know. But like back to Broken, like I think they had some good movies. I think Beer Fest kind of dropped the ball. Like it was super. It's my opinion. It's my opinion. I think Beer Fest had funny parts to it, but it was really reruns from Super Troopers, just with German and drinking. Tell me
I know, but that scene where he comes in, he's
funny.
Hammered, and he thinks he's being super smooth, and he's talking to that girl, and then he goes ha 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 ha.
Oh no, I love it.
Tickle.
That has been me so many times that I can't even like defend it at this point. I've been that where I walk in and I'm like, "Hey, girl," and it comes out, "Ha ha."
I love the whole ping pong. He's like, I was playing ping pong and ding dang, and I lost the match. They shoved a paddle up my ass. They're like, ooh. He's like, sideways. They're like, oh.
Now I should
pancakes ever since.
Here's my thing though, Andy. Go ahead. Just say
if
what
you got to ask. You can't afford it. Everybody says that. Everybody says that line. If you got to ask, you can't afford it.
Go back to what you said, Andy. Say what you said again.
What?
About Beer Fest. You like the one scene where he did
what?
Never mind. Forget it. It's
I was trying to think.
It's okay. It's okay.
The slap and pickle one. When he was drunk.
Oh, it's okay. No. They had touched my pickle. No, don't worry about it. It ran away from me.
He's drunk.
My ADHD ran. Don't worry about it. I had a good joke and lost it.
I thought it was great that their bar and brew is called Schnitzengoat. Oh, we're here for the Schnitzengoodles. Like that was. I thought it was funny.
I like
but that's my humor, like my stupid shit fart humor. Like I like that.
I like it too.
Hazard movies.
Oh, something bumped up in my undercarriage.
Dude.
Yeah, that movie is like, it's bad, but it's funny. Like, it's not a good movie.
Graham is a whore. Graham was a whore.
Listen, if we want to talk about the best, like I think one of the best stoner movies ever is got to be Grandma's Boy.
So underrated. So underrated. Grandma's
Boy, 100%. I thought you were going a different way with it. Jim, you and I were.
Oh, no. So I love that movie. So underrated.
I like getting spanked in my boot. What the fuck? I'm reading comments.
He's like, what the fuck?
I don't get comments like this on my podcast, so it's always like, thank God.
When he's jerking off to the craft
doll, Laura Croft doll,
and the mom walks in. And then that's not the best scene. Is that the next scene is when he's outside getting in his car. He's like, so my mom said it was cool if you still sleep over. He goes, yeah, nah, I'm good. Like I'm gonna go.
Aren't they talking about doing a sequel to that? Or are they talking?
They are talking about doing a sequel to it.
Yeah,
Nick Swartzen said that. They're like, yeah, but we got to make it like fucking over the top.
Yeah.
Nick Swartzen, by the way, so underrated, and the shit like he'll do, and he talks about it. He goes, I'll have a deal for like this big ass movie. He goes, I had one. I'm like, I'm in. I'm ready to go. He goes, and here comes Sandberg. And he's like, hey, I want you to play this stupid little fucking part, I'm not going to give you a lot of money, but here we go. And we start filming here. He goes, I got this part in the thing. He goes, oh, okay, no problem. He's like, nope, take care of it. He goes, and so I call this like big time director. He goes, I'm really sorry I can't be in your movie because Adam wants me to, not Adam Sandberg.
Adam Sandler.
Adam Sandler.
Yeah.
He's like, Sandler wants to be like a little fart joke guy in one of his movies, and I go do it because it's like fun. It's my friends. I was like, how cool is that? Like they're in that group and they do that shit together.
And think about it. You got David Spade, you got him, you got Kevin James, you got Chris Rock, right? Like you got Rob Schneider.
Right. That they still keep pulling in, even though he like does all his political stuff. And I think that's cool.
Well, and even though that they don't agree on politics, they agree as friend, and that's the damn thing that would the fucking.
And that's what I love about it.
Yeah.
Well, that's what the country's fucking missing. Think about it. No one can have a fucking debate anymore and understand and say, you know what, you have your opinions, I have my opinions, and we're good to go. You know, that's the thing. But these motherfuckers nowadays, they're like, oh my God, you don't agree with me? Cancel culture. And it's like, look, you got comedians that are talking about shit that they shouldn't even be talking about nowadays because they're going to get fucking canceled. And they're sitting on the same stage or in the same movie house filming this shit and having a blast. And it's just kind of fucking odd, you know, that this dumb shit takes place still to this fucking day. We're fucking Puritans at heart. I said it.
Yeah. Facts.
Vern
is like firing it up.
It's great. It's great. I love it. I love the fucking commentary in the chat, and it's great.
My hand or my paddle? Hand.
I don't. I've got some good paddles that have some holes in it with a little bit of spring to it. I also have a blackjack too. Just saying.
Jesus, trying to knock a motherfucker out
from their ass. Yeah. Whap. Look, should I go get my ass too? We can go.
That shatters bones, brother.
If you do it wrong or right, depending on
I think I got turned off all that after watching the new season of Yellowstone.
I have not watched Yellowstone.
Oh my God!
So
I felt sick. I stopped watching. I was like, I felt sick. It just made me so uncomfortable. I was like, I can't. I was like, who is into this?
I stopped watching. Yeah, I didn't see it, so I have no.
No. What made you turn off to Yellowstone?
Oh no, I'm talking about the 1923. Yeah, with the Timothy Dalton. Like it was just too weird for me.
I don't know what happened.
Oh, when he was like on to like this. That was a weird angle.
I was like,
that wasn't
get how this
angle.
I don't know. I'm lost.
But Yellowstone, where a lot of people were like, "Ah, man," they kind of lost the thing. Where my rodeo was my background's rodeo. I can't even fucking speak right sometimes. And it connected with me, so I really started following it more actually. And I was like, I kind of like it a lot now because it just follows that lifestyle that I had history with. So I liked it, and it brought me in more to where shows that are kind of like that, and they peer off to like more of the romantic stuff. And I'm like, no, this has really got my attention. So that's why Yellowstone always kind of held my attention with that shit. And but yeah, with 23, when they got into that. With the spanking and the slap, I was like, whoa, my kids can't watch this.
Yeah,
they can't watch this at all.
Jim's like, this is real. It happened. I had a rodeo clown do it to me.
Because it feels like a normal
Dan has never spanked me once in my life. One of my best friends, one of my best he's a rodeo. He never. Dan, if you're watching, you never spanked me. You wanted to punch me in my face a few times. I know that, especially.
Dan, put your hand on the Bible and swear you never did this. No, I'm just kidding. I'm just messing around.
Yeah, that did take a weird turn, man. That took a weird turn. I was like, what?
It's the only Bible I can touch.
That was a beating.
Well, Carl's over in the private chat, by the way, throwing
He's
up.
blowing it up. Like
He's like you.
like,
This is like an ADHD kid that just had so much sugar and then tied to a tree. He's like
the batteries are
1923
dead
is
on this
the beginning
robot.
of Yellowstone. You need a whip. Rob also said that Adam has called him still to this day every week to say hi and see how it is. Like he just going like so. Vern, tongue
Carl.
punch him. I'm not tongue punching Carl.
Carl, recharge the batteries, buddy. Recharge the batteries. The
You
batteries
seem
are dead. Now you got time on your hands.
Look, hold on. Where is it? Here, Carl. I'll give you the butt plug. Okay, you can charge your little fucking device with the butt plug. Okay.
No, where'd you get that?
It's in my TikTok shop. It's legitimately a fucking like fast charger that's a butt plug. So I actually thought about using this in one of my bits and being like, damn it, I'm trying to look for my butt plug. Oh, here it is. And then plug my phone in while I'm on stage. I thought it'd be fucking hilarious. The best was when I went on vacation with my mom. And I'm like, Mom, my charger's in my bag. And she's like, okay. And I'm like, don't grab the butt plug. And she's like, what? And I'm like, grab the box.
So that's what you meant by that because you said it and nobody knew that.
Yeah, it's my butt plug.
You're like, I hadn't my mom grab the butt plug.
Right? Yeah, like I had her grab the
I
butt
was
plug.
just like, hey, buddy, like that's
right. And he's like, Jesus, you do you, boo boo. I don't know.
I didn't know how prominent butt plugs were in society until I grew up as an adult and I started hearing butt plugs left and right. I'm like, apparently this is a thing. I didn't know that.
It's waxed like yours, Jimbo. Yeah.
Here's my thing, right? The whole butt plug phenomenon, this whole eating ass thing. You ever notice though, like that wasn't a big thing back. Okay, Jim, look, you raised your hand. Was that a big thing when you were a kid? No. No one talked about eating ass when we were kids. You wanted to get laid, you ate box, you fucking, she Gluck Gluck 3000. No one talked about eating ass. That was never a thing. Not even in health class.
A prison thing.
Right. Exactly. It was not an acceptable thing in society. All of a sudden, the fucking like mid 1990s hit and bam, there it goes. What do you mean? Yes, vibrators are one.
So I'd have to say that in my personal experience and how that came to be would be that
you slept
mid late 90s, women I dated, they liked it. And so I did it. Like I was like, and then I didn't care. I was like, okay.
See, I can't get past the fact that if I eat Taco Bell, it's running out of me like an Olympiad at the fucking Olympics. I can't get past it.
Women are cleaner than guys.
Are you fucking kidding me? Go look at a women's restroom. Fuck out of here. That's a bunch of horse shit. So I'll wait.
But it's different.
I'm good. I'm not licking the jail garbage can. It ain't happening.
I worked in a jail. Women are 100% dirtier than men.
Facts. That's 100%. What I'm saying.
But
I'm going to trust them to clean out their booty hole before I put my mouth on it and get fucking oral thrush. It's a risk you're willing to take. I guess, same thing. I don't wear a raincoat, so I guess it's a risk I'm willing to take to get a fuck trophy.
The teeth are fake. My nose is broke. I can't smell shit. So, hey, who cares,
I honestly think eating ass.
Rodeo and play rugby for half your life, and the senses are just like, hey, you like it? I'll stick my tongue in it. I'm good. Let's go.
I think the eating ass came with COVID when everybody couldn't taste. That had to be facts. That's the only reason why anybody would be like, you know what? What a perfect time to try it.
Right? Honestly, you ain't tasting.
That's the funniest thing.
You can just pretend it's guacamole and be like, okay.
No.
But you can't taste it. It's just a weird texture.
No, it's not weird texture. You're down there anyway.
Yeah.
You're like a half an inch away anyway.
No.
Anyway.
No.
Maybe an inch.
No.
You're there anyway. You're there anyway.
Okay. I'm sitting in a urinal. I'm halfway there too. Think about it.
I don't know what
Dick's out. What do you mean you don't know? You're sitting there, you're taking a piss. The other guy's got his dick out. And you just tip. How about that? No, I don't think
I don't know
so.
what you mean.
No, completely different, isn't it? No, same.
No, I don't know what you mean.
You're saying you're a half an inch there, so why not eat it? You're that close, right?
So if you're dining at the Y,
Dining at the Y.
you're
What is it?
already.
What is it? The Boys and Girls Club? Okay.
You never heard that state? You never heard that?
I heard it. I
Yeah,
just wanted to
so
make
you're
the Boys
already
and Girl Club.
You're having Sunday gravy. You're there. It's right there. Like it's right
Sunday
there.
gravy's red. That's a different hole.
Your chin's in it already, so it doesn't matter.
Yeah, I'm not. No.
Why not just like come up for some more?
No,
Flip
because
it
they're not
around.
eating.
And like,
Not they're on their back. I'm licking up, not down. And if I am going down, I'm going down until it goes in, and then I'm coming back up again.
I want the all day pass. If I'm going to,
You want Hershey
the
Park?
I want an all day pass.
Enjoy Hershey.
You guys remember the first time you did it?
What, sex or because I've never eaten ass. I've never, not once,
No,
that
just
I've
gone down.
gone down on them. Absolutely.
Yeah.
First time.
I ate it like I was a special needs kid with bath salts.
First time, because I thought I was so nervous. So I did. I went down right away. Because I was so nervous.
Yeah, I was like super nervous the first time I did it because I'm like, you're staring into the Cave of Wonders, and it's very intimidating.
It was
you just rub it like the Aladdin genie. You know,
it was my friend's aunt, and she pulled me up out of her and goes, "I'm already wet enough. You ain't got to go down there." I'll never forget the words. They like speak to me.
Mine was on a camping trip, and I happened to bring Arby's horsey sauce that day.
Shut the fuck.
First time, come on, and I just thought the irony was there. I brought horsey sauce and I had roast beef there the same trip.
I mean, I'll give it to you. Did you put it on the roast beef?
No, God, no. You know how miserable that would be to clean horsey sauce out of that.
Out of her?
I don't know.
You're looking it up.
Especially on a camping trip weekend where, like, you know.
That's the whole weekend.
To be fair.
Talk about a hot roast beef.
Day 2, it's like, nope, room temp is well past.
Oh,
that's
God.
like a tuna melt. That's a tuna melt. Nobody wants a tuna melt.
Yeah, exactly. You'd be just in the porta potty all weekend, just
except everybody ate it at Friendly's, the tuna melt.
A new disease would be made.
You know who likes tuna melts? World War II vets, because that's all the pussy they got was like tuna melts. They don't give a fuck.
Jesus,
nobody likes it. They're dying off. Nobody likes it no more.
I don't. Yeah. Well, how about spam? Did you see that guy on TikTok? He loves spam. That dude. Oh, I can't do it. But that's like we had
spam.
But we also had that conversation about Scrapple.
I love Scrapple.
Oh,
spam is like the easier little brother of Scrapple.
If you gave me an option of eating Scrapple or ass, I would literally go for ass every time.
Then you never had Scrapple, buddy.
I've had Scrapple. I think it's gross because I found out what was in it.
Everything is oink.
Exactly.
Everything but the oink. And a little oatmeal.
Because we got to be healthy with this shit. Slancha. Okay, so I don't know. I
think that overall, there's guys that do it. There's guys that don't do it. What's the women's choice? What do they think? Do they want the tongue down there? Do they want a thumb playing around in there? Do they like it around in there? My opinion is ask. If they're like no, then it's okay. And if they're like yes, then okay. But what do women like? We don't know. We don't know shit about what women like, really, do we?
They tell us. Because they try to train us all the fucking time.
Waiting for it.
You all are behind.
We like to play with that behind.
I mean, I like to grab it, bite it, but not near the hole. It's just not me.
When a guy is uncomfortable.
But that's the thing. Don't be uncomfortable. Just be like, all right,
But again, it's a personal
Okay.
preference. If you want to eat the booty hole, then eat the booty hole. I don't want to. Why am I made to be like the enigma in fucking society? Because I won't put my mouth on someone's asshole.
It's like in porn watching black dudes go down on women. They're like,
yeah.
tell me I'm wrong. It's not racist.
No, like
that's not racist.
I didn't say it was. I
got a lot to make up for.
Was it racist?
Right. I got a lot to make up for.
I don't think that was racist.
I don't think it is.
I don't think that was racist.
The more you say it, it doesn't sound good. Just let it go. Let that ship sail, my friend. Let it sail. Oh God, if we get canceled, I'm blaming Carl.
You just see me fade out right here. Just see me just fade into the darkness. Be like, nope, I wasn't ever here.
So guys will not eat a gal at all. I will.
That's not at all.
I know some guys won't.
We have to scope out the area first.
So
no. I'll definitely do a test. And
they say they won't in public.
Khaled,
old school Italian guys.
But so did DJ Khaled. Oh yeah, there was a big controversy about it.
Really?
Yeah, he said he wouldn't eat it, and that he wanted a blowjob, but he wouldn't eat it. Yeah.
What's the word? Hypocritical.
Well, see, in that sense, like, first of all, I don't want my booty eaten, right? That's just me. I don't want it, right? No, right? But that's just me. I don't want it eaten, so I won't do it to somebody else, right? So I won't do it to somebody else. I will do what I want.
Yeah, I will do. Guys, we're different than women. We're different than women. Like I wouldn't wish my ass on my worst enemy. I'm in a hot ass 100-degree kitchen all day.
Wow.
You can't wash that out.
I'm just saying, slip and slide time. Anyway, I know why we all like slip and slide.
That was the best I ever had.
We were so poor. We just had trash bags pinned to the ground and the hose ran on it.
We just greased ourselves up with mayonnaise and went.
That's why.
That's why I have a problem with mayonnaise. They would hand us a jar of Hellman's and say, "The grass is wet, go ahead." And we'd take off running and just slide out like a fucking sperm swimming for an egg.
You're just like skirting across the street. You're like, ging, ging, ging. You're like, oh, you went too far.
Yep, like you couldn't stop. You were just all fucking greased up like a pig.
Car.
Game on.
Game on.
That's what I'm wondering. Like, how far can we go on this chat? Because it's like I could ask some serious questions. Be like, all right, let's see how far we can go.
I think the chat's ready. This chat is more than ready. This chat is like egging us on. I think
they're just like, go far, go for it.
Carl, we better download this one just in case this channel gets shut down because I think this was the best one yet.
That's the best one yet, Jen A.
That's right. Screw it on Patreon.
I was covered. Wow.
No balls. Now I have to ask awkward questions to watch everybody. Be like,
Vern, I don't think you understand what you just unleashed. Look, you just literally said the word.
Say that.
Finish him. Like he's literally like game the fuck on. Listen, do you understand? I do stand up with Andy. The shit we say on stage is ruthless, raunchy, and foul as fuck. I told him when he came on, we had to tame it down. Vern's like, no balls, Andy. That's like saying shite bag if you dene to another fucking just like, I'm behaving. Here we go. You let that fucking cat out of the bag. Have fun. That's on you, Andy. I think we need to switch over to Andy's podcast at this point. No, I'm kidding.
Yeah.
She's like, let's go, big boy.
What's the biggest delivery you've ever shot? Like for distance wise?
Us or the chat?
Just in general. Anybody. It's a free topic.
When I was younger, that was like my thing.
was seeing how far you could get it. Yeah, because of the fucking pornos. You see it just go wham, and it's like 2 miles like down the road. It's hitting fucking Guam.
Two of my records was laying in bed by myself. They were both by myself, actually, I think. Or at least self-productive. And it hit over the headboard on the wall above me. Second one. Yeah, it was well over my face. I've hit my face several times.
See, I'm so glad I'm fat because there is no way that's happening.
He's like, there's a mountain that's got to clear first before.
Yeah, it's got to like really, you know what? It's like Bezos' rocket, right? It's got to like get all the perfect arc and get over.
So now there's and this is probably an unspoken thing, and I'm probably not supposed to speak about it, but I will because I think
actually have confessions. Here we go.
I think the time change continuum is gone past. If you've ever been in a infantry unit and you do a lot of field training
and dodging.
So one of the things as a 19 and 20-year-old, when you spent like 10 to 12, 13, 14 days on training and you can't fucking jerk off, and you're jerking off like 3-4 times a day, you have a competition, all right? And the competition is
who can go the long.
When you get to the barracks, whoever wants to be in the competition, you put your money up and you stand at the end of a bunk and you jerk off. And the person that can shoot the furthest wins the money.
Now,
I'm going to say I won as many as I lost.
So you evened out.
I was even money.
See, I just want
that's
the
not
ladies
a circle
to know
jerk.
this is why.
Circle jerk is gay, and we weren't gay.
See, I just wanted to tell the ladies, this is why that men don't want women to work with them. It's not because we don't want you there and that we're discriminating. It's because we talk about this shit and we're not proud of it.
It's the men that have this mentality is what wins wars for you people.
Yeah.
Okay. Because when you're 19 on that 20,
wall,
21 and 22, you want to kill people and fucking jerk off. That's like what you want to do. Like, to be honest,
you sound like a Marine at that point.
You're like
that's what you want. That's who
you're a Viking.
Wars, Marines.
You're a Viking. You want Vikings to win wars for you, and
yeah, but that involved, that R word that we will not say on here and pillaging, right?
This close.
Yeah, no, there's no.
I know. That's why I said exact.
Let me tell you, this was the Clinton era. I had just began my career in the Clinton era, and that was.
I did inhale.
We were in training when he got inducted, and people were like fucking trashing their barracks because he became our president. But no, that's a thing. Like that's an infantry thing. And then when you're done field training, you come out of FTX, and you're like, "Who's in?" $10. Everybody's throwing $10 in, and $10 is a lot of fucking money back in 92, 93.
It's games like this why Don't Ask, Don't Tell was a thing.
Right.
I don't want to know. I don't want to know if anyone of you like this.
Well, no, they didn't care about that, but they were like, if you were thinking about a guy and doing it, then that was bad. You know what I mean? So there was usually a poster, like a centerfold, because that was in the time of magazines. There was no internet and shit, so there's a post the fucking thing up there. You're a pinup in the field for fucking over a week. You didn't need much.
You know what? You're the reason why they put saltpeter in the food.
That's not true, but they told you that to make you think that it was in there because
it's a placebo. It's a placebo effect.
It's a placebo. Yeah.
It's a placebo effect, right? Like, okay, so
I'm like, if they did this, it didn't work on me. It didn't work on anybody.
we have this one buddy, Andy and I, right, that always talks about this all the time, right? He's like, so I was walking at this gas station and this guy gave me a boner pill. And I told him for the next 6 hours, you're going to be with me. We're going to take it to a movie. We're going to do this. We're going to do that with it. Like as if he's taking the fucking girl out on a date. And then the guy says, oh, by the way, you're a sick fuck because that was a placebo. And he looked at him and goes, well, you're the sick fuck with a camera following me around. Right. So like the placebo effect's real regardless. Right. It's like it's basically the purest form of gaslighting. But at the end of the day, look, here's my thing. I'd rather have you guys not bust a load. Right. Because then you're pent up and angry and on edge, which would be better in the field. Listen, I don't know about you, but if I
Good way for friendly fire to go off.
Listen, yeah, I mean, if I go and yank my crank, okay, let's be realistic here. I'm going the fuck to bed. I'm eating a cheeseburger and going to sleep. That's it. That's my Saturday night. That's all. It's
not when you're 19.
When I was 19, I yanked my crank all the time. I never sat there and was like, "Here's $10."
You're going to do it. So that's money.
Yeah, I don't know.
Listen, you're living with these dudes. You're showering with these dudes. Nobody and when you're anybody been arrested or a football player, like you don't care. Like it's like, don't touch me, don't look at me. If you look at me, you're a dick watcher, and then you get shamed for shame. You're not included in the jerk off competition. That's it. You can't look at somebody else and do it. You got to like stare at the picture. Bullseye. $100. That's a tattoo, man. that's
I like just like you need Jesus.
Lord Jesus, we're gathered here. Oh, that's the wrong haunt. In the beginning, nope.
Yep.
John chapter 12. Sodom and Gomorrah. I am so glad this didn't exist in the academy.
Hey man, this shit wins wars. That's all I'm saying.
Do you want?
Look, the Romans did it. We just took our way and we're like, we've got to make us less gay.
Yeah, but the Romans also
less gay.
They had little boys fucking following them around to take care of that.
They're called fluffers.
Right? And you want to fucking make fun of me?
I'm not making fun of you. I'm not making fun of you at all. I'm just saying, like, I'm so glad this wasn't in the academy. I'm so glad that we didn't, have to go to.
You just weren't invited.
Thank God.
Thank God in the police
you
academy.
Ain't making sergeant. Let's put
when I went twice, everybody was vets, and they were like, "Yeah, we're going to the bar afterwards, and we're going to hang out with our girlfriends and wives."
Right?
Everybody's like, I need to be reassured that I'm straight.
And then when you're alone and hanging out, you're like, "Yo, where were you? You were betting? Oh my God, when 93? Oh shit, did you?" You talk about that stupid shit when you're older, because it's stupid shit.
I don't know, Vern, if that's really.
I'm sure there's some World War II vets, but I ain't never admitting to shit.
I had a World War II vet teacher. He was my Mr. Buttress. He was my
Mr. Buttress.
My sign Buttress. He Butrus.
I know what a buttress is. I'm just good.
Giant of a man. World War II vet. And he goes, "Yeah, I can remember, when we were in camp," he goes, "somebody would play a song and we would dance with each other. You were like dance, and we're like laughing. We're like, oh, fucking F word and this and that." And then when you join the army, you go, "Yeah, man, I get it. Like you don't think of it like that. You're happy to have downtime and you enjoy the camaraderie." And he tried to get that across to a bunch of 16 and 17-year-olds that are like, gay, but you're like, no, man, like it wasn't like that. Like, it's not like that at all. I guess I kind of went down a rabbit hole and it's hard to come out. So I'm going to leave it there. But I had this science teacher that brought that to the classroom at like 15, 16, 17 years old. And you're like, what the fuck are you talking about, dude? Like, but what a great guy. And now you kind of respect respect the dude for what he did and where he was.
Oh, I respect the hell out of the people who fought for this country. There's no question about it, and I would not judge what the fuck you guys do over there at all. Look, don't ask, don't tell. I'm okay with that.
That was a big bottle. Sorry, guys.
Oh wow!
Are you gonna be able? Yeah. Well, the high test is
Are
almost.
you gonna be
gone,
able to
too.
sleep? Yes.
He's got to make 5 like fucking tons of pasta.
What a better way to make it.
It will be
Crank.
done. It's a crank.
Yeah, just crank.
Just
The whole way.
crank
It'd be
ZB.
awesome.
What
Kind
are
of
we,
like
Jason?
drinking moonshine and be like, let's go do an activity.
Hey, you know what? Take your hat off for 5 seconds.
Mine?
Jim? No, Jim.
Wait, you want to do the
Oh,
butt?
thank God.
No, just take your hat off for 5 seconds. I could see him as Jason Statham in Crank. You remember the scene where he's banging the shit out of her in front of the bus? They're all taking pictures.
You see, yeah.
Then the second one was on the middle of the racetrack, right?
It is what it is.
It was.
It is what it is.
It's okay. Look, sometimes you got to bang it out.
Hey, when you don't have the internet, you just rewatch that scene.
Load
over and
release
over
is releasing the body and mind. It is. You get that happy medium going again.
Could we just take a moment for that one?
Excuse me, guys. I have to go submit an application later.
Andy's only 19.
I'm just a little boy.
My VA does not allow me to perform in any capacity that can revert me back to fucking nut zone again.
I don't know why the eye twitch started like Forrest Whitaker over here. Oh my goodness. Well, I think this has been a fun fucking Friday of shit show and debauchery, which I love. And I love you guys. Thank you for coming on the chat. You guys have been fucking epic. Vern, they couldn't handle us on a podcast. No, I would rather make a movie. That's all I'm going to say.
Vern,
We're going to
use the next question.
So next question, Andy.
Oh my God. Okay. I guess we're not wrapping this up now.
Real quick, while she's typing it, I got a comment on Hoss's hat. Tell us about that hat. That's badass.
This hat here?
Yeah, tell us about that hat. That's
so
badass.
I got this hat from a company on Instagram called Cowboy Snapback. And it's literally a trucker hat and a cowboy hat.
That's pretty cool, man.
So when you watch my podcast, Big Hoss's Tailgate, you see this hat in the background all the time. So I was like, all right, I'm just trying to make it look cool.
I feel like I'm going to see a lot of the Mexicans like cutting lawns in that fucking hat, buddy.
Heck yeah.
Dude, that's not racist.
It's like,
I didn't say it was. I just put my head down to laugh. Why
like,
do you
that's an awesome hat. Like I would wear it. Like if I'm
Why
doing
do you
work,
hold on? Why do you think that when I put my head down and start laughing, that it's automatically that I'm like thinking that you said something you shouldn't have said? Maybe I'm putting
maybe I shouldn't have said it.
Maybe I'm putting my head down to laugh and not make a comment that I want to
my
say.
words come out sometimes before I think about it, and then when you put your head down, I'm like, fuck, I maybe should have thought about that first. But no,
if you follow,
I would wear that hat a million times, like doing like manual labor in my yard.
No, I like his hat. We've talked.
Oh yeah,
about
dude. Send me your thing. I'll send you my promo code. It's
Fuck
just
yeah,
Big
bro.
Hoss.
There you go.
Man, I want like,
And you can,
really
get
only come in
you can, like,
black.
customize whatever you want on here, or you can get like their pre-labeled logos and stuff. It's awesome.
Are they only in black?
No, you can get them like whatever color you want.
Do like a silver belly,
Listen,
like a nice tan.
Yeah,
tan.
you just have to check out the website.
Fuck
you
yeah,
know what though?
man.
Maybe we should get the Bull Guy podcast.
I love that hat, buddy. You know I'd wear.
Oh
it.
yeah, I was like, as soon as I saw it, I was like, I need to have a custom one because I'm gonna wear this to a lot of country concerts this summer while I'm trashed. Free advertising.
Facts. Why do you think I wear my sweatshirt?
Wildfire.
How big is Hoss? Wow. That's for me to know and you to find out later.
Vern, we are going to be in Niles, Ohio, not too far from you. You could check Andy out. yourself if you want.
Yeah, or her Instagram.
Fuck.
And OnlyFans.
Oh
Click
my
my
god.
spicy links.
Oh my god, I just need a universe. My link's in bio.
It's just a lot of feet.
It's a lot of feed pics.
Joe, thank
He's
you
just-
so much again for a great night, man. Thanks for hosting a great fucking podcast, buddy.
Hey, I appreciate you all.
so much. Thank you, Andy, for coming on and like fucking.
Hell
adding
yeah!
a great
I'm waiting
fucking-
for the next one. Like, tell
It
me
was like
when.
guys. It's like guys' night out.
It is
Right?
it's fun.
Like-
I like it. We can no
But
rule.
here's the best part. It's guys. It's a
We could just
guy's
have
night.
cigars would be way better. That's all I'm saying. We could just film it and just put cigars on. It'd be awesome.
I'm just saying, we all are having our little boys' night. We have some spicy girls in the chat. I mean, this is fantastic. This is like going to the bar without going to the bar and having to drive home. So
We go home by ourselves.
right.
It's like the same thing.
That's typical about going to the bar. So it just feels right at home.
Look, because I've been drinking, so maybe that Lufa and I might have some personal time. Anyway,
Been
Ziti,
holes in the
man.
teddy bear again.
Look, he has to make Ziti. That's the name of the fleshlight. Anyway, while we finish it, Carl, are you fucking for